Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Game Fame Nation here, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about why you shouldn't care what people think of you. It doesn't depend on if you're rich or if you're poor or if you can't afford nice things. That doesn't matter. That doesn't make you the person you are today. We're going to be diving into all that today in this video, so if you do enjoy videos like this on the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. And like I said, the only personal things that really matter in life is your family, you, and whatever you want to do. Because obviously you can't chase your own, you can only chase your own dreams. So it's not going to be handed to you, you have to work for it. So we're going to be diving into coping skills of how you can handle things or handle people that think they're better than you, because nobody's better than anyone. Nobody's special than anyone. And I've been waiting to get this video out for you guys as soon as we had the other one talking about why some people don't want to live, or some people just have a hard time coping with depression and anxiety. I want to dive into a little bit more deeper today and show you how you can overcome what someone thinks about you and why you should not care. So obviously there's going to be a lot of people that are rich, and there's going to be a lot of people that are poor, and the rich ones are always going to think, hey, I'm better than you because I have all this money in the world. But really matters is your personality. It doesn't matter if you're rich or poor, like I said. If you have a good personality and you're heartful to people and you care, that is the main thing. And I was always told when I was younger that your money is your family. That is all that matters. That is everything that matters in the world, in the family. And obviously we don't always want to interact with our family because they won't always listen to us, or they won't always be there for us when we need help, when someone says, hey, I'm better than you because I have so much money. Well, the only thing that I think that would be the best thing in the world is obviously your pets at home. So if you have a dog, or if you have a cat, or a ferret, or a guinea pig, or a snake, whatever you want to choose, that is your side of being rich. That is your rich. Like, if that makes sense, it means like you're happy the way you already are with your animals and your family that you care for. Like, look at this little girl. Her name is Maze, and she is I've had her for about 8 years, and she's still kicking with us, but she is definitely a sweetheart. She is definitely a really good sweetheart, and she is definitely my favorite guinea pig. So you guys can tell that these are the animals, and nothing beats rich by having a rich animal like this, And she's already trying to bite me. I already have her on the video because I was like, hey, Maze, you're going to be on the video. So as you guys seen Maze, she is just the cutest animal ever. And I've had overcoming challenges where someone thought they were better than me, or someone thought they were richer than me. And it really just doesn't matter. Inside, it only matters what you personally think. And it's only going to affect you if you let it. Now, what are the coping skills to make sure that this never bugs you? Well, always think that you're going to be the best person ever. You're going to try your best, and you're going to keep fighting. Number 2, you're always going to have somebody there that's wanting to talk about you or always say something bad about you. Just ignore it. As hard as that may be, I know it's hard because I've dealt with that in the past, and it does get hard to ignore it. But if you actually just kind of make it act like you don't care, that person is going to get pissed off because they're not infuriating you, saying that they're better than you. Because I'm sure a lot of you guys on YouTube have dealt with this problem. I have more money than you. I'm richer. I have richer clothes than you. I don't care about that life, and neither should you guys. You guys should only care about your personality, your family, and how great you've overcome the world. Because if you're not rubbing that in, you're the better person already. So inside, that already makes you rich, if that makes sense. As I say that, I'm like, wait, how does that make sense? But as I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to ask that, well, it makes sense because I'm just trying to get out to you guys that not caring, I mean, you can care, but not caring for the bullies that bully you or hurt your feelings or be ruthless because they're making more money than you or what kind of job you have, it doesn't matter. If you're happy there and you have good coworkers and you're still making enough income to live, that is the best life you can ask for. God has always put you on earth for a reason, and that is to be a heartful person, a hardworking soul, and a kind person that would do anything for anybody. That is exactly why I'm getting into this point today, because I've had this happen in previous times in my life, and I always keep saying, I really do want to be richer, or I do want to really help more people, but I don't have the money, or I want to go to doctor's appointments, but I can't afford the bills, and stuff like that sort of thing. You got to think about. There is, of course, that makes things harder, but you have to work harder to succeed. Because if you're at work and someone else is going to notice that, they're going to notice you, not the person that's always bragging or complaining that they make too much money, they don't want to work, or something like that. They're going to focus on the person that's always working hard, most likely, and always making sure they're a team player and they're always there for someone else. Sorry, little May tried to escape. Like I said, if you do that, you're always going to be successful. So if you want to be the next step of a manager, don't complain. Always be there, always show up on time for work, that sort of thing. That is going to make you be the person you are today. And I guarantee 100% this is going to happen to all of you that don't brag, complain, or anything. Not saying any of you do, but this is a way for it to get into the inside of you. And obviously, if a bully is saying they make more money than you, and if they say, they hate your outfit or you're not cool enough to be in the club, so what? Just don't care. Like, literally, if you just don't care, they won't bother you anymore, because they'll be like, oh, it's not that fun anymore. They're just going to go on to something else, and they're going to go bother somebody else. Which hopefully that person is not as sensitive as I was, because honestly, I took that very, very seriously when I was younger, about 23 now, and this is why I wanted to create these mental health videos to go through it, because most of those bullies and those people that try to get in your head are always going to be in there trying to destroy you when you're bettering yourself. And I trust you. If you focus on more of you and overcoming more challenges than they have, you're going to be the most successful person ever. And that kind of goes with the video we talked about the other day, being successful. There are ways to do that. And like I said, there's always going to be someone that wants to be rich. There's always going to be someone that wants to conquer the world. And that's just not what you want to do. I mean, that's just not what life's all about, is what I was taught anyway. But other than that, that kind of makes us feel good inside, doesn't it? I mean, doesn't it make you feel good inside that you're getting all this off your chest and you're watching this video thinking that you can be a better person without being the bigger person? Like, it just makes you feel good. It makes you feel good. Like, for example, if you helped a neighbor pick flowers, or if you helped a neighbor carry your groceries in, or if you helped a friend in a way with moving in a house or something, helping your parents, that's a kind soul. And get this, those bullies and riches, they don't do that. So they have a black soul in them technically, because all they want to do is just whine about how poor their life is when they're truly making as much money as anybody else in this town or city, wherever you live, depending on if you've ever encountered that. Let me know in the comments down below if you ever had that one bully who thought they were better than you. So that's kind of why you shouldn't really care about what people think of you, because really inside it's just going to hurt you. And if you don't focus on it, you're going to have no problem at all. Like, this is what I've went through. This is what I wanted to teach you guys, kind of so you guys can get a good idea of just how easy life is without being poor. If you are, that's okay. You're still a better person. That's going to make you the person you are today. And it's going to make you grow up into the young man that you grow, a young woman. Anything is possible unless you try. So I want to kind of encounter more about what are the odds and evens between being poor and rich. Well, poor is obviously not having enough money, barely able to live, not having enough food, and then rich on top of it is just a little bit about, having more money to do things, go on vacation, afford everything, go to college, that sort of thing. That's just the difference. A little bit more money, less money. That's the difference between that. And I'm sure you guys know that already, and I feel like I'm talking in circles, but that is actually a good thing to most likely, and not be poor, but be a little bit wealthy, because you can do more things. But then again, inside you, whatever you're doing to help this community and this country by working and being there for everybody else that needs you, that is a good Samaritan. And I definitely give you a pat on the back for that. That is definitely what you want to be, because like I said, in my lifetime, I've always felt bad that I've never had enough money, or I felt hopeless, or I've literally felt like I was just pointless. I felt like I didn't matter because I wasn't cool in school. I didn't have good clothes. I didn't have what I had back then. I didn't have good technology. Well, like I said, I had to learn that from other people, which I decided to bring that to someone, or some of you younger ones that are going through the same problem. Don't worry about it. you're going to have tons and tons of life to improve. And that's one thing that, is definitely there for you. And if you feel these things like you suck, you're not popular, you don't matter. I mean, if you have a pet at home, talk to them. I know that sounds crazy. I get that. It sounds crazy to talk to a pet or a parent about what you're going through, because not everybody wants to share that information. But knowing that, you at least have someone to talk to, that helps. Like I said, with May here, I mean, if I don't have my parents with me because I live in a house by myself, I have her. I have my guinea pigs. I have my animals. I mean, they're always around. They're always going to listen. They may not understand you, but they will listen. And that's the main thing. So always try your best. Keep hard working. Definitely keep succeeding, and I guarantee you guys can accomplish anything than you ever have before, which is why I wanted to make this video too, to bring up some good points of the things that I went through and the things that I've learned to dealing with and coping. Because like I said, I talked to a guidance counselor in school saying, why am I so stupid? Why am I not good enough? Because people keep telling me I'm hopeless, I'm worthless, I don't matter in this world. Well, don't listen to them. That's what she told me specifically. Don't listen to them. You can better yourself by the things I told you on this video. And those are the things that will probably help you in life the most. So like I said, if you want to talk to somebody, a parent's always listening. If you're in school, talk to a guidance counselor or principal. They're always going to talk to you. Not to mention your pets. They're going to listen to you. They're going to, in their own way, they're going to tell you what they know and what they want to say to you. I mean, obviously you can't understand them because we're human, but they do listen. I mean, like I said, she listens all the time. They're good girls. They're good guinea pigs. So that kind of brings up my last point of how you guys can not worry about the bullies and don't worry about anybody or what they think of you. Because like I said, there's always going to be someone who hates your clothes. There's always going to be someone who hates your personality. And get this, most of them only hate you because you're better than them in a way. Like, I mean, I don't want to say you're better than everyone in the world. I mean, we all make dumb choices and we've all made mistakes. So that also brings me to the next part of this conversation, which is mistakes you've made in the past and why they're not going to reflect on you till this day. So let's say you guys stole. Let's say that you did something bad at home and you want to make up for it. Well, the things you can do to not feel bad about that or carry that sort of scariness and hate because that's what you did, don't worry about that. I mean, God has forgiven you. They have forgave you for everything you've done in the past, and you can move on quietly. I know it feels like you still hold it in you. Like, trust me, like if you have a relative that, not trying to have you guys feel bad, but if you had a relative that like passed away or something, you didn't spend enough time with them, don't like, this is what I do with my Aunt Jenny. Don't think about those things. Think about the good times, the memories that you've had, and all the times that you've shared with the time that you had with her or him or whoever, passed away in your family. Because I know there's a lot of you that regret not hanging out with a grandparent or uncle or grandpa that passed away maybe from an illness or just got old. I know there's always that to worry about. And it's kind of like pets. Like, don't grieve over not spending enough time with them. Just cherish the time that you've had. And that's something that I honestly went over on my head all the time. I'm like, why couldn't I do better for the people that I've lost? Like, why couldn't I have been there? Why couldn't I have done more for them? Why did I decide to play video games instead of actually going to do things with them? Because life is not forever. But you know what is? Family. That lasts forever no matter how long they've been gone. They're always going to be with you. They're always going to help you make decisions that guide you in your own way. And that's why I think it's most important that you always focus on yourself. Don't care about what other people think. I know this is kind of going into the sad part of the story, but it really is. It's just something we really have to think about. Otherwise, it's going to eat us inside. And we don't want to do that. Like I said, I feel like I could be a therapist telling you guys this because this is stuff that I experience. And this is the stuff I've said I've hated myself for a long time. Not taking better care of the people that I loved or not being there for them or not giving them what they needed when they were sick. Obviously, I did that with my Aunt Jenny when she had cancer for 8 months. She had cancer. It was hard to see. Like I said, she had colon cancer, so obviously went to her lungs. She wasn't able to breathe. She was having a hard time. knowing that I've tried all my best to help her out by giving her everything I could and possibly being there for her, that's more than anything you can ever do in life. And God will reward you in the future with all of your great kindness. And obviously, the ones that haven't done anything to tribute to the society, hasn't tribute in society or decided not to go a better way to better themselves and make people feel bad, they're going to get the worst of it. You're going to get the best of it. Like, just recently, I went to the casino. I did a good deed. I've helped out my family, or I had an argument with them and I resolved it, and I tried to make peace with it and talk to my cousin and family member that I had something. We got in a big fight. I tried calming the situation. I tried being the better person, saying, hey, I'm sorry I said these things to you. I really do want to talk. And she said she doesn't want to talk right now. And I said, that's fine. I handled it perfectly. And eventually that time will come where they will talk to you, and life will be okay. And like I said, she's still not talking to me, but hopefully one day, if she's seeing this, she does forgive me for what I said. And like I said, I'm not a good person. I make mistakes. We all make mistakes in life. We all learn from them in our own way. So thinking about that, hopefully that helped you guys understand that you matter in this world, and you have so much to work on and so much to build yourself to become the better person that you are today. If you had a bully, like I said, the ones that are the bullies are always going to get the worst in life. The ones that cherish and have a heart and have a good heart and help people any way they can, or always be there for someone when they need them, or always spend time with family, are always going to get good rewarded to them. Not matter how much you spent with them, they're always going to be in your lives, just like your pets. Always spend time with your family and pets, because you never know how long you actually have with them. I know sometimes it's nice just to chill at home, play video games, or be on your phone, or just kind of chill after work, but always go over and see your family at least every couple weeks, or every couple days, something like that, because you just never know. Anything's possible, and I don't want to scare any of you. I just wanted to give you guys kind of a better understanding why you shouldn't really care about what people think about you, because as I said, life will get better for the good people that do work and help out other, and obviously the ones that don't do it will get more of the, I guess, negative side in life. But anyway, guys, that is going to be all the information I want to talk to you guys about on this video. If you guys did enjoy, please feel free to let me know what you're experiencing and how this video may have helped you go through a tough time in a decision. And have you ever had a bully or a person make you feel unwanted and make you feel like you're the bad guy? Let me know in those comments down below. I would love to hear from you guys down there. But if you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more awesome videos such as GTA 6, videos of mental health, and a whole lot more, as I'll be uploading a couple more videos about that before we continue our GTA 6 series again. Definitely let me know how this helped you in this video. And of course, me and Maze will see you guys all later on the next video. Stay happy, healthy, and well, and I'll see you guys all later. Bye!